in Times Square, New York, to steal some pieces of art, including a costly self-portrait. The owner and his daughter are away on a trip. Nemo is unable to find the portrait, and is thus told by his friend on the radio to leave with whatever he can get his hands on. Since the security system was bypassed on entry, he has 7 minutes before the alarm goes off. Once done, he is at the main door, where he has to enter the activation code to unlock the door and leave. Unfortunately, the code entered is wrong. The alarms go off. The penthouse is sealed. Nemo's friend on the radio tells him that he is on his own and disconnects. The loud alarms force Nemo to reach up to the speakers and cut their wires, thereby silencing them. All connections are gone except the lights and the air conditioning that rises and falls with extreme temperatures. The malfunction has also cut off the water. Nemo is stuck inside. With no ready-made escape plan, he has to use his brain to figure out an escape route. Will he be able to do it? And how long will it take him? The invisible curse that is technology. The whole film is an example of how technology can turn from a boon to a bane at any moment. The security measures in the penthouse are so strict that even if anyone who is not a thief like Nemo, thick walls and windows of glass, a metal door reinforced with wood, an uncontrolled centralized cooling and heating system as backup, no landline connection, and the worst of the lot, no running water, this is what a person has to deal with as a result. Granted that the paintings inside the house are immensely valuable and there isn't even a 1% chance for anyone to steal them. If only Nemo had a phone on him, he could have called someone and notified them of his condition. He would have ended up in prison, but at least he would have gotten out of this place. But he doesn't have a phone, and the result is mental instability. No water in the taps to drink. He has no control over the centralized air conditioning. He cannot even go to the balcony. All he has is a small pool inside the room, an aquarium with 2 exotic fish. He tries to carve into the wood of the main door but finds that the inside is made of metal. The glass windows are thick and unbreakable. Wondering how to escape, he passes his days eating biscuits, raw fish from the aquarium, and dog food, among other leftovers. As for water, he eats ice from the refrigerator, and when it runs out of ice, he collects water from the sprinklers in the small indoor garden. He also has to cope with the air conditioning, whose temperature fluctuates. It goes up to 42 degrees and then starts coming down to 2 degrees. The television shows footage of the different CCTV cameras set up in the whole building. He has named the people he can see, like the guy at the reception and the girl who is the housekeeper. He dreams of them, and even the owner who, ironically, tells him to make himself at home. He sees a portrait and finds a character in it that almost looks like him and represents the devil or Satan. An art lover, he creates his own work of art by collecting different things from the penthouse, like showpieces and the bolts and nuts of the sconce that he has somehow managed to unscrew, among other stuff. The latter he managed by piling up furniture until his hands reached the sconce. But the task wasn't easy. He broke his leg after losing his balance and falling. He had to make multiple wrenches out of wood that he had broken off the furniture. He tied a piece of wood to his broken leg to keep it straight. He makes friends with the people he sees on the screen as well as a pigeon on the balcony, whom he asks to go get help. He draws on walls and makes art, and he dreams of talking to the owner of the portraits and the penthouse. The line that separates reality and imagination thus begins to fade. But even then, Nemo doesn't waver from his motive. That he is able to vent out what's in his mind in the form of screaming, singing, and yelling, basically reacting to the pain he is going through and the helplessness that's in him, is what perhaps keeps him from losing his sanity. At the end of the film, Nemo is able to unscrew all the nuts of the sconce on the ceiling and escape through the shaft. He leaves behind his 2 works of art, the smaller one made of the different showpieces. The walls also have sketches that he made. He also leaves a note telling the owner how his penthouse needs to be destroyed. He sums up everything by saying that there can be no creation without destruction. This is true considering the pieces of art he created by destroying the furniture and turning the whole house upside down. His greatest creation was the escape route, and rightfully so, remember.
Thank you for joining us on this cinematic adventure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories from the world of film.